Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing today is we'll be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Tuesday, June 3rd. We have 15 games in total. Every single team is going to be playing today. We're going to break down all 15 of our matchups and try to predict the outcome. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final scores might be. And we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, this is the place. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. I will make sure to respond to every single one of them. If you want to join one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. You can click on that link, sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate that. We're going to be going over every game this entire season. Make sure to like and subscribe to follow along with us. And we also cover all the other sports, especially football. Once the football season starts, we also do our predictions and best bets every week for every game as well. So make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. But first things first, we have these 15 games today, starting out a new month. A lot of teams are starting to position themselves within the divisional rankings, so the matchups are getting really good and they're starting to mean a lot more. But let's go ahead and get started looking at these games. In our very first game, we have kicking things off at 6:40 p.m. We have the 32-27 Houston Astros, second place in the AL West. This was the team the first month of the season. They were hovering around 500 the entire month. They really stepped things up in the month of May, got over 500. They're now 5 games over 500. Really a hot team. The bats are maybe starting to wake up with Alvarez. He can really be that spark to get this offense back on track. And we know for the last decade, the Astros have had elite pitching. They continue to do that this season. Right now, they'll be facing off first the 22-38 Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates bats are maybe starting to wake up finally. Don't forget, this was a team that's been dead last in baseball in offensive production. They've actually had a pretty decent last week, finally got those stats up. Right now, the Pirates at home, 62.9% chance to win this game. The Astros, a 37.1. Pittsburgh, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. The Pirates come in here. They are minus 150. The Astros are plus 125. Houston right now, they're averaging 4.1 runs a game, hitting 254, 59 home runs, 29 steals, and a top 10 overall pitching staff again, giving up 3.66 runs per game. Pittsburgh, they have some offensive issues, but pitching's actually been solid this season. Right now, their offense, they're averaging 3.2 runs a game, hitting 227, 43 home runs, 58 steals, pretty aggressive on the base pass, giving up 3.96 runs per game. That's top 15. You really can't complain about 3.96. Looking at the pitching matchup, you have Lance McCullers Jr. This is a guy who hadn't pitched in 2 seasons, came back this season, has not been the same. Career about a 3.3 ERA. This season, he's way off, almost double that. 0-1 record, a 5.89 ERA, 18.1 innings, 26 strikeouts. He's striking guys out, but he's giving up a lot of runs. He's going up against one of the best young pitchers in baseball, if not the best young pitcher, Paul Skeens, 4-5 record, a 2.15 ERA, 75.1 innings, 77 strikeouts. The big question here is, will he be able to get run support, and will the bullpen be able to hold it for him? He's only given up 4 home runs in 11 games. I'm going to go with the upside. I'm going to go with the Astros. I trust their bullpen and their run production more. Going at the plus 1.5, and I will go just slightly with the over. And this next game is actually a surprising one, even though the matchup doesn't look that good on paper. At 6:40 p.m., you have the 9-40 Colorado Rockies. Right now, they actually had a pretty good game. The first game versus the Marlins. They'll be facing off first the 23-34 Miami Marlins. Right now, the Marlins have a 59.6% chance to win this game. Colorado, a 40.4. The Marlins are 1.5 run favorites. Over here is 8.5. Miami, they're minus 180. The Rockies are plus 150. But you got to say this. The Rockies played the Cubs close. The Rockies played the Mets close. The Rockies played the Marlins good yesterday. Right now, Colorado, they still have one of the worst offenses in baseball, one of the worst pitching staffs, second to last pitching staff in all baseball. Right now, they're averaging 3.1 runs a game, hitting 215, 50 home runs, 28 steals, getting up 5.59 runs per game. That's awful, but Miami's really not that much better. Right now, they have a better offense. They're averaging 4.1 runs a game, hitting 248, 51 home runs, 46 steals. They're giving up 5.11 runs per game. Yes, it's better than the Rockies, but it is not good overall. Bottom 6 in baseball. Looking at our pitching matchup, Tanner Gordon right now going for the Rockies. 1-2 record, a 4.24 ERA, 17 innings, 10 strikeouts. He's given up 20 hits, putting a lot of guys on base here. But will Miami really be able to capitalize on that, turn that into runs? And for the Marlins, you have Sandy Alcantara going. Usually, before this season, this would have been a for sure win. This guy's a 3.59 career ERA, Cy Young winner. He has been completely off this season. I keep waiting for it to end, but it keeps continuing. He keeps getting shelled every single start. Things aren't getting better. 2-7 record. 8.47 ERA. That's actually worse than the Colorado Rockies team ERA. So that's pretty bad. 51 innings, 40 strikeouts, 56 hits, 29 walks, 8 home runs. Awful numbers, but I'm still going to go with Miami to win. I have to go with him. Come on, Sandy, get it back on track for us baseball fans. Marlins win. They cover the spread. I'll go with the over. And at 6:45 p.m., we have the 37-22 Chicago Cubs. What a season for them so far. This team's been lighting things up. First place in the NL Central. They'll be facing off first the 28-31 Washington Nationals. Yes, this is the Nationals. Some people want to roll their eyes, but let me hold you up right there. This is actually a very competitive team. They've been hovering around 500. They played some really close games here. Right now, the Nationals at home, a 42.2% chance to win this game. Chicago, who's really rolling here, a 57.8% chance to win. But Chicago's offense, which is their mainstay here, one of the best offenses, they've been number one in baseball for the last month. They finally lost out. Right now, they sit at the number 2 offense in baseball, and obviously you can't scoff at that. But the offense has not necessarily played well the last 7-8 games. They got to turn that around. Right now, the Cubs, though, 1.5 run favorites over here is 9.5 Chicago. They're minus 150. The Nationals are plus 125. Chicago and that great offense. They're averaging 5.8 runs a game. That is crazy good. 261 average, 80 home runs. That's top 5 in baseball. 76 steals. That's top 5 in baseball. A very aggressive offensive lineup. And the pitching's playing pretty good too. 3.84 ERA. Right now for Washington, a 4.5 average run per game. That is not bad at all. 244 average, 60 home runs, 55 steals, getting a 5.02 runs per game. That is awful pitching numbers here, especially versus a Cubs offense. You want your pitching to be playing extremely well. Right now, looking at the pitching, you have Cade Horton right now going for the Cubs. 2-0 record. He's a rookie. 3.98 ERA. Solid opening so far. 20.1 innings, 16 strikeouts, 4 home runs in 20 innings, so about a home run every 5 innings. And then you have Trevor Williams. Not his best start of his career. He's much better than he's been pitching. Right now, 3-5 record. 5.69 ERA, 55.1 innings, 43 strikeouts, 65 hits in 55 innings. That's not a good number, but I can make a case for either one of these teams to win this game. The Nationals playing pretty good right now. The Cubs kind of struggling on offense. Call me crazy on this one. This might blow back in my face, but I'm going to go with the Nationals pulling off the upset, going with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the under. And on TBS at 7:05 p.m., this is a really fun one. We're going to have the 32-26 Cleveland Guardians. Very talented team, pretty good offense. Right now, they're second place in the AL Central. Some people think that the AL Central is the best division in baseball. It is either the AL Central or the NL West, but they're both up there, top 2. They'll be facing off versus the 36-22 New York Yankees. First place in the AL East right now. Finally coming off that win versus the Dodgers, but overall, the Dodgers series, not their best series so far this season. Right now, the Yankees at home, 67% chance to win this game. Cleveland, a 33% chance to win. The Yankees are 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. New York, they're minus 180, and Cleveland is plus 150. The Guardians right now, they're averaging 4.1 runs a game, hitting 234, 60 home runs. They have pretty decent power. 41 steals, getting a 4.06 runs per game, but overall an extremely competitive, well-disciplined team. And the Yankees, one of the best offenses in baseball, one of the best overall pitching staffs in baseball. They're averaging 5.5 runs a game. That's top 5 in baseball. 259 average. That's top 5 in baseball. 95 home runs. They've been shuffling back and forth with the Dodgers of who's going to be number 1 in the major leagues in total home runs. 42 steals, getting up 3.60 runs per game, which is not bad at all considering the fact that they don't even have their ace Garrett Cole, and they still have one of the deepest rotations in baseball. Looking at that pitching, Channing Beebe, young guy going for Cleveland. Career ERA is about a 3.4. Solid career so far. 4-5 record this season, a 3.86 ERA. 63 innings, 50 strikeouts. A lot of walks here, 21 walks, but overall, you cannot complain about a 3.86 ERA. And then the veteran Carlos Rodon going career 3.85 ERA so far this season. Might be his best opening to a season in his career. 7-3 record, a 2.6 ERA, 72.2 innings, 90 strikeouts. Right now, he's on pace for about 270 strikeouts this season. This would be his best season. And then you have Aaron Judge still continuing to put up video game numbers. 21 home runs, 391 average, 50 RBIs. Give me the Yankees to win this to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 7:07 p.m., we have the 36-23 Philadelphia Phillies. They finally lost their first place spot to the Mets. They'll be facing off versus the 31-28 Toronto Blue Jays. They're actually playing really good baseball the last 1 to 2 weeks. Their offense is really starting to kick things off. This offense has a lot of potential right now. Springer, Santander, Bichette, Kirk, Vlad Guerrero Jr., a lot of weapons. They're starting to hit a lot of long balls. Just 2 weeks ago, they were at 40 home runs. Now they're all the way up to 58. Right now, the Phillies, though, 58.5% chance to win this game. Toronto, a 41.5% chance to win. Philadelphia, 1.5 run favorites. The over-under here is 8.5. The Phillies, they're minus 160. The Blue Jays right now are plus 135. Philly, one of the best offensive lineups on paper. You got to get Bryce Harper fully healthy, get him fully back in this lineup every single day, and he can really light the spark on this team. Schwarber right now, 19 home runs. Trey Turner hitting 300, averaging 4.8 runs a game. 256 average, 63 home runs, 56 steals, very balanced, giving up 4 runs a game. Pitching hasn't been the best so far this season. It's not bad, but when they are healthy, to me, they have the deepest starting rotation in baseball. And for Toronto, that offense is finally hot, 4.2 runs a game, 254 average, 58 home runs, 35 steals, giving up 4.03 runs per game. The Blue Jays, they have Bowden Francis going for his career about a 3.5 ERA. This season, well above that, 2-6 record, 5.04 ERA, 55.1 innings, 46 strikeouts, 15 home runs in 55 innings. That's not the type of number you want to see. That's about 3 every 10 innings. And then you have Christopher Sanchez right now going for the Phillies, career 3.5 ERA. So far this season, 4-1 record, 3.32 ERA, 59.2 innings, 70 strikeouts, a lot of walks, but 70 strikeouts. The guys are swinging, they're missing versus him. Give me the Phillies to win this one to cover the spread, but I'll go with the under. And it's 7:10 p.m. The 26-32 Los Angeles Angels versus the 29-32 Boston Red Sox. Both of these teams can really use a win right now. They got to fight their way back to 500. Fenway, though, very difficult place to play for the road team. Right now, the Red Sox, 55.3% chance to win this game. The Angels are very close, 44.7%. You could practically make a 50-50 case for this game. The Red Sox are 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. Boston, they're minus 150. Los Angeles is plus 125. The Angels right now, they're averaging 4.1 runs a game, 225 average. They are top 5 in home runs right now, 83 home runs. They hit a lot of home runs. You got to watch out for the long ball. 24 steals, getting up 4.82 runs per game. They don't have the best pitching, but at least they can score some runs. Right now, Boston, pretty balanced offense, 4.6 runs a game, 251 average, 72 home runs, 54 steals. Very aggressive lineup, and they're giving up 3.91 runs per game. Right now for the Angels, they don't have very good pitching at all, but it is not Kikuchi's fault. 1-5 record. He's pitched much better to only have 1 win. A 3.06 ERA. Might be their best pitcher. 64.2 innings, 58 strikeouts, 35 walks. That is a lot of walks right there. That's over 1 every other inning. You don't want to put guys on base here at Fenway versus the Red Sox. The Red Sox have Bello going 2-1 record, a 3.83 ERA. 40 innings, 29 strikeouts, but also a lot of walks, 22 walks in 40 innings. You don't want to put guys on base here versus a home run hitting Angels team. That's why this is one of those games that could flip-flop either way. I'm going to go with the home team, going to go with the Red Sox winning this one, but winning it by 1 run. So I'm going to go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And guys, I'm not going to lie, this next one, I hate this next matchup. This is a very tough game at 7:10 p.m. The 32-28 Milwaukee Brewers. What a fire this team has been on the last 2 weeks. They fought their way back to 500. Now they are now over 500, 4 games over 500. Props to them, playing really good. Small market team. They know how to excel at small ball. They're playing the 29-31 Cincinnati Reds. Their offense has been up and down this entire season. Started out slow, got hot, slow. Maybe now they're starting to wake their way back up. Right now, the Reds a 58.3% chance to win this game, and Milwaukee 41.7%. But Milwaukee is the Vegas favorite. 1.5 run favorite, 7.5 over under. Milwaukee, they're minus 105. The Reds are minus 115. So you see a very close game. Right now, the Brewers, their offense is rolling 4.6 runs a game, average 240 average, 53 home runs, 81 steals. Extremely aggressive, getting players in running position. And right now, they're giving up 3.98 runs per game. Cincinnati. Currently, their offense are averaging 4.6 runs a game, 245 average, 62 home runs, 55 steals, giving up 3.75 runs per game. Yes, the offense has been up and down, but pitching has been consistent basically since opening day. But we're going to have a very good pitching matchup today from both teams. Freddie Peralta, back-to-back 200 strikeout seasons for his career, about a 3.6 ERA. This season, 5-3 record, 2.77 ERA, 65 innings, 66 strikeouts. Pitching really well, but so is also Hunter Green with also a 3.5 career ERA. Both of these guys, superb seasons. He has a 4-3 record, 2.63 ERA, 54.2 innings, 66 strikeouts. He's on a strikeout bonanza right now. I'm going to go with the Reds pulling off the upset here. Going to go with the plus 1.5, and I'm just barely going to go with the over. And again, why not another really competitive matchup at 7:15 p.m. The 28-31 Arizona Diamondbacks, 4th place in the NL West. But you have to respect the Diamondbacks offense. They hit a lot of home runs. They score a lot of runs. That offense will carry with them on the road here. They'll be facing the 27-31 Atlanta Braves. They need a win very badly here. They got to fight back to 500. Tough division. Started out the season 0-7. They got really hot, fought their way all the way back to 500. Went over it. Not the best last 1 or 2 weeks of baseball, but we know they have their best hitter back now. They have Acuna back. They have Strider back. Now they can really take off. Right now, the Braves, 54.5% chance to win this one. The Diamondbacks, a 45.5% chance to win. But again, you can make a case for either one of these teams. The Braves are 1.5 Overs, sorry, 1.5 favorites here. The over under here is 8.5. Right now, Atlanta, they're minus 155. Arizona is plus 130. But it's the Diamondbacks offense that gives them a shot to win this game. 5 runs per game on average, 254 average, 80 home runs. That's top 5 in baseball. 50 steals, but they are giving up 4.81 runs per game. They got to get the pitching under control. That was our Achilles heel last season. It's going to be the same this season, but at least they can score with anyone. And right now, the Braves are averaging 4.1 runs per game, hitting 246, 62 home runs, 35 steals. The offense has gotten a little jolt now with Acuna back, and they're giving up 3.66 runs per game for the Diamondbacks. One of their better pitchers going. Not a good season so far, but this guy, career 3.5 ERA this season, 3-7 record, a 5.54 ERA. The worst start of his career, but he's a veteran. He's going to get things under control. 66.2 innings, 66 strikeouts, 32 walks. Got to get the walks under control. Got to control the pace of this game. Right now, the Braves, Spencer Strider's back. Let's get this guy rolling right now. 0-3 record. He needs his first win. This guy's an elite pitcher. 4.5 ERA, 14 innings, 15 strikeouts. This is a guy who's capable of 300 strikeouts in one season. He's got to get things on track. He's just a little rusty. Right now, give me the Braves to win this one to cover the spread, but I'm still going to go just barely with the under. And it's 7:35 p.m. The 29-31 Texas Rangers, guys, you got to turn things on. You have elite top 3, top 4 overall pitching in baseball. It's the offense who really should be the strength of this team, has completely been just dragging. The bats have not been hitting since opening day. Seager back now. You got to turn things on. They'll be facing the 30-29 Tampa Bay Rays. Do not underestimate the Rays here. Right now, the Rays, a 62.6% chance to win this game. The Rangers, a 37.4% chance. Tampa Bay, 1.5 run favorites. The over under here is 7.5. Tampa Bay, they're minus 150. The Rangers are plus 125. This is at home, if you want to call Steinbrenner Field home. Right now, Texas and the anemic offense that they need to turn the switch on. They're averaging 3.4 runs a game, 223 average, 60 home runs, 55 steals, giving up 3.1 runs per game. It is crazy. Pitching was their weakness last season. Pitching is elite this season. They can just not score runs to save their life. Got to give these pitchers some run support. Tampa Bay, they're averaging 4.3 runs a game, 246 average, 60 home runs, 82 steals, extremely aggressive on the base pass, giving up 3.48 runs per game. It's not as good as the Rangers, but hey, that's still top 6, top 7 overall pitching staff in baseball. Right now for the Rangers, Tyler Mahle going 5-2 record, a 1.64 ERA. Crazy good numbers. He just needs 3 or 4 runs and he can win you this game. 66 innings, 48 strikeouts, only 2 home runs so far in 11 games. And Drew Rasmussen, career about a 3 ERA, very underappreciated pitcher. 4-4 record, 2.33 ERA. 58 innings, 48 strikeouts. He's keeping guys from scoring, keeping them off the base passes. Only 13 walks in 11 games. That's about a walk per game. Give me the Rays to win this game. They just have the better offense. They win it. They cover the spread, and I'll just barely go with the over. And what about this game just to top things off at 7:40 p.m.? The 39-21 Detroit Tigers, first place in the AL Central versus the 18-41 Chicago White Sox. Yes, they're 18-41. That's an awful record. Yes, they lost 121 games last season, but actually, surprisingly, scrappy, competitive team. A lot of very close games. Right now, the Sox, a 37.8% chance to win this game. The Tigers, a 62.2% chance. Detroit, 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. You have the Tigers coming in here. They're minus 210. The White Sox are plus 170, but the pitching is what makes this game a potential upset alert game. Right now, the Tigers, a great offense. 4.9 runs a game, 249 average, 68 home runs, 20 steals, only giving up 3.17 runs per game. That's the top 5 overall pitching team. And right now, the White Sox really struggling on offense. They're averaging 3.4 runs a game, 221 average, 47 home runs, 46 steals. They've been stuck at that number for a little while now, and they're getting up 4.09 runs per game. A lot of pressure on the pitching staff to keep this game low scoring. Right now, we do not have a starter announced as of me making this video for the Tigers. Could turn into a bullpen game, but the Tigers have a really good bullpen. They'll be going up against Shane Smith, a 1-3 record, but this guy's been pitching so good, he only has 1 win. Give him some run support. A 2.68 ERA, and he only has 1 win so far. 57 innings, 54 strikeouts, but still, I can see a case with him winning, the White Sox pulling out a very close win, but I'm going to go with the Tigers to win it, to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here. And at 7:45 p.m., you have the 31-29 Kansas City Royals. One of the worst offenses in baseball, one of the best, deepest starting rotations in baseball. The fact that they have one of the worst offenses and they're still 2 games over 500 in an extremely competitive division is just a testament to really how good their pitching is. They're facing off versus the 33-26 St. Louis Cardinals. Not the team you want to play right now. Their offense is rolling. pitching is pitching really good. One of the hottest teams in baseball. Right now, the Cardinals 69% chance to win this game. KC a 31% chance. The Cardinals 1.5 run favorites and 8.5 over under. The Cardinals are minus 150. The Royals are plus 125. KC, that offense only 3.2 runs per game. They got to get that number up. They definitely need some home run power. 247 average, only 34 home runs. That's one of the lowest. 47 steals, but they only give up 3.13 runs per game. So their pitching is going to give them a shot in any game. And right now, St. Louis, they're rolling 4.6 runs a game, 258 average, 52 home runs, 35 steals, giving up 3.78 runs per game. A stacked roster: Nootbaar, Donovan, Contreras, Nolan Arenado. A lot of veteran players on this team. Right now for KC pitching, Michael Lorenzen, 3-6 record, a 4.33 ERA, 62.1 innings, 52 strikeouts. Only 19 walks, that's not bad. 68 hits, a lot of hits here, but overall, not a bad opening to the season. And Andre Payante going career, 3.8 ERA so far this season, 4-3 record, a 4.23 ERA, 61.2 innings, 42 strikeouts, 23 walks. A lot of walks overall, but so far he has the hot offense to at least back him up, give him a little buffer room. Give me the Cardinals to win this game to cover the spread, but I'll go with the under here. And at 9:40 p.m., the 22-36 Baltimore Orioles, they hit a lot of home runs, but overall they don't score very many runs, and their pitching is atrocious so far this season. They'll be facing the 32-26 Seattle Mariners. Right now, first place in the AL West, a very balanced offense, a very aggressive offense, but it's what their pitching's done the last 3 weeks that really makes this team deadly. Right now, the Mariners a 60.1% chance to win this game. The Orioles a 39.9% chance to win. The Mariners are 1.5 run favorites, a 7.5 over under. Seattle, they're minus 165. Baltimore's plus 140. Right now, Baltimore, they're averaging 3.8 runs per game, 237 average, 62 home runs. They have the power there. 43 steals, but they're giving up 5.27 runs per game. That is awful here, especially versus this Mariners offense that can beat you multiple ways. Power, speed. They're averaging 4.5 runs a game, 237 average, 79 home runs. That's top 6 in baseball, 54 steals, giving up 3.86 runs per game. Even though Baltimore can't pitch, it is not on Zagano's shoulders. He's having a great season this season. 4-3 record, 3.23 ERA, 64 innings, 35 strikeouts, only 10 walks in 11 games. That's less than 1 walk per game. That's really good control. The Mariners, though, Raleigh right now, 23 home runs. They have Crawford, they have Rodriguez, they have George Kirby going awful start to the season, 0-2 record, 11.42 ERA, 8.2 innings, 8 strikeouts, but in his career about a 3.6 ERA, so much worse than he usually pitches, but he's going to turn stuff on at some point. I have it starting today. I have the Mariners winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 9:45 p.m., the 33-24 San Diego Padres, second place in the NL West versus the 33-26 San Francisco Giants, third place in the West. Whoever wins the series is going to find themselves second place in the NL West. Right now, the Giants, 54.8% chance to win this game. San Diego, a 45.2%. But this is one of those 50-50 pick'em teams. Two very talented teams. Two teams that can compete for a potential wild card spot for the playoffs. Right now, the Giants, 54.8% chance to win. Padres, 45.2%. You have the Giants, 1.5 run favorite, 7.5 over under. The Giants are minus 150. The Padres are plus 125. San Diego, not the best offensive and pitching performance the last 2 to 3 weeks. They've kind of fell off, but you see the talent there. Fernando Tatis is extremely cold right now. Went from about a 330 average all the way down to 265. Machado is not swinging the hottest bat right now, but once this team turns it back on, they can make a run in August, September. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game. 249 average, 53 home runs, 42 steals, giving up 3.61 runs per game, and it's what they can do with their bullpen, a very good deep bullpen. The Giants right now, 4.2 runs a game, 233 average, 57 home runs, 34 steals, but it's the pitching here, giving up 3.11 runs per game. We do not have a starter announced as of right now for the Padres. I've said it so many times. I hate not knowing one of the variables because you have to go into this game somewhat blind here. Atlanta Raub going for the Giants, 3-4 record, a 3.54 ERA, which is pretty much along with his career average. 56 innings, 56 strikeouts, only 6 home runs in 11 games. This is a game that San Diego can pull off because they have the bullpen to easily win a bullpen game, but not knowing the starter, as of right now, I got to go with the Giants winning and covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And our second to last game at 10:05 p.m., the 31-27 Minnesota Twins. What a run they went on the month of May. This team's hot right now, scoring runs, pitching really good. They'll be facing off first the 23-37 Athletics. The Athletics, not playing their best baseball right now, but they can hit a lot of home runs. That's one thing they have going for them. If there's guys on base, they could have a multiple home run game. Right now, this game's going to be in Sacramento, smaller park, which means there's going to be some home runs. The A's have a 31.5% chance to win this game. The Twins a 68.5%. Minnesota's 1.5 run favorites. The Athletics right now, they're going to be the underdog. The over-under here is 9.5. Minnesota, they're minus 165. The A's are plus 139. Minnesota right now, they're averaging 4 runs a game. 239 average, 56 home runs. They're hot. 31 steals, getting a 3.32 runs per game. That's the pitching you want to take with you on the road here, going to Sacramento to play the A's. The A's right now, they're having 4.2 runs a game, 256 average. They don't have a bad offense. 74 home runs. That's top 10 in baseball. 32 steals. But it's the pitching, which is dead last in baseball, giving up 5.71 runs per game. You might as well just round that to 6. Right now for the Athletics, they have Jacob Lopez going 0-3 record, looking for his first win. 6.32 ERA, 15.2 innings, 17 strikeouts, 9 walks in 15 innings, 20 hits in 15 innings. He's putting guys on base left and right, going up against Pablo Lopez, who's an extremely consistent pitcher. Whenever you need a foundational start, this guy steps into that role. 4-3 record, 2.75 ERA, 55.2 innings, 57 strikeouts, only 5 home runs given up in 11 games. That's the control you want to see versus a home run hitting A's team. I got to go with Minnesota to win this game, and why not? I'll go with the high scoring game. I'll go with the over. And on TBS, if you are up to watch this game, indeed, please watch it. We have our final game at 10:10 p.m. The 37-22 New York Mets, freshly first place in the NL East, versus the 36-23 Los Angeles Dodgers, first place in the NL West. Right now, the Dodgers 61.8% chance to win this game. The Mets a 38.2% chance. They are the underdogs. The Dodgers 1.5 run favorites. They are at home. The over here is 9.5. Vegas sees a lot of runs being scored. Dodgers, they're minus 150. The Mets are plus 125. New York, the big issue with them is getting that 4 through 9 to hit. Soto, though, he's starting to get hot. That 1 through 3, Lindor, Soto, Alonso, that's about as good as it gets. But 4 through 9, they got to get them going. You got to get Soto going. They're having 4.4 runs a game, 246 average, 67 home runs, 45 steals, giving up 2.85 runs per game. That is number 1 in baseball, the number 1 starting rotation, the number 1 bullpen as well, the number 1 overall pitching team. The Dodgers, one of the best offenses in baseball. Obviously, you have Shohei, 22 home runs. Freddie Freeman right now hitting 365. They're averaging 5.8 runs a game, 268 average, 97 home runs. That's number 1 in baseball. 38 steals, giving up 4.16 runs per game. They have 15 pitchers on the DL, and still, they probably have the most talented roster in baseball. They continue to find ways to win. Looking at our pitching, they have the Grizzly veteran, the guy who's the ageless wonder. He's been pitching practically my entire life. Clayton Kershaw, 0-0 record, a 4.91 ERA, but you got to love this guy. A foundational piece for the Dodgers. 11 innings, 6 strikeouts, working his way back from injury. He should get better every single start, and he should also have a higher pitch count every start. Going up against Tyler McGill, 4-4 record, 3.52 ERA, 53.2 innings, 72 strikeouts, a lot of walks, 27 walks, only 4 home runs in 11 starts. That's pretty good control numbers. This guy has been up and down throughout his entire career, had some injury concerns, but when he's on, yes, he might only throw 5 innings, but he strikes out a lot of guys, and he shows great control, and he loves it. I'm going to go with the Mets. I'm going to go with the Mets taking this. This might be the only one they win this series. But either way, this is a great series between 2 first-place teams. You got to love it as a baseball fan. I'll go with the Mets winning this one. Going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under this game. Guys, that's our breakdown. That's our predictions and best bets for all of our baseball games we have coming up for Tuesday, June 2nd. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, drop them below, and I will respond to every single one of them. If you want to join one of our member teams, look at the pinned comment below. You can click on that link, sign up there. I would appreciate it. And of course, thank you for watching.